To Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, and our guest, Anastasia Gakoska. Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors, the Marketing with Russ, D. Scott Smith, and Networking for Students, Best Heating and Cooling, and Family Promise.
Networking for Students, now available on Amazon. dscottsmith.com/students. Order a copy for your student or the graduate in your life.
And for more information on Best Heating and Cooling in Scioto, Oregon, and their heating and cooling services, go to best-heating.com. And finally, for more information on Family Promise of the Mid-Willamette Valley, protecting families from the crisis of homelessness, go to familypromisemwv.org. Hey everybody, welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. I am so glad that you are with us today. This is going to be an amazing show. And you know, I am just blessed every time I get to come to be with my community on Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, which happens to be every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And you know what? This is going to be an amazing Thursday. We're looking forward to some great things happening. And you can do amazing things today. You can, if you just shape your mindset and your perspective in a positive way, you can accomplish amazing things. Trust me, I know. Even if circumstances are rough, trust me, I know. I've been through and I'm still going through some pretty amazingly crummy circumstances, but turning them with God's help into an amazing life because I choose to focus on the positive. And that is what things are all about. You know, we all have our situations. We all have our life. You know, I went through cancer over the last couple of years. A lot of you aren't going through cancer. You're going through something else. Maybe it's a family challenge. Maybe it's a job challenge. I don't know what it is, but you know what? I do know this. With God's help, you can do amazing things. You can, with a positive mindset and a good perspective, overcome and create a positive life. And I just want to encourage you today to do that. And you know what? What are we all about here on Marketing with Russ? I'm telling you, we are about amazing people and we're about connection and community building. So amazing people that connect is who we're talking to. And Anastasia is one of those today. I am so excited to talk to her. Unfortunately, Crystal's not able to make it today, but Anastasia and I are going to have an amazing conversation and looking forward to that. But I want to tell you, you know what? We have been blessed with so many amazing people, and we're all about connection and community building. Some people say, what exactly do you mean by that? I mean, what does that have to do with marketing? Just pretty much everything, because I am a firm believer that connection and community building is the beginning and the foundation of any good marketing plan, any good business, really any good life. So today I want to encourage you, connect, build community. We're going to talk more about that. We got the marketing tip coming up here in just a minute, but you know what? I love to connect. And guess what? If you know my name, you know how to get to me. RussHedge.com. RussHedge.com is the place to go. And I am telling you, it's easy. Just type in RussHedge.com. You'll find out everything about me, how to connect with me, all my things like my inspirational speaking. I'm getting out there around the country. I'm planning to go around the world, inspiring and encouraging people. And also my marketing coaching and my live stream producing. I produce live streams besides doing a bunch of live streams. So yeah, I just really, really would love to help you today. So go to russhedge.com for all of that. Also, if you would be so kind as to subscribe, if I can say the word, subscribe, there we go, on YouTube. Just go to marketingwithruss.live. If you know the name of the show, you can get to my YouTube page, marketingwithruss.live. Type it in, boom, open a separate tab right now if you got a second, and just type that in. You can subscribe right now. It will give you amazing, amazing content. No more having to binge Netflix or Prime. You can go straight to Marketing with Russ and the other live streams I have. There are hundreds and hundreds of them for you to view. And I just am so thankful for all the people that help me share such value with you. Also, if you share this out today, share it and tag your friends. Let them know, woo, Anastasia is coming. And there's going to be great, amazing things. The marketing tip of the day is coming. You don't want to miss that. So there is great stuff to share and tag your friends. Appreciate everybody helping out with that and being here today. Last but not least, you can get a copy of my books by going to russhedge.com or Amazon. And I have 3 international best-selling books that I've done in the last about 10 months and 4 number 1 on Amazon books in the last 10 months. So there's lots of great stuff. Been able to collaborate with some amazing people. And of course, my original book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. It has a companion workbook you can get on Amazon also. And I have the follow-up to that coming out later this year. So wait for that. You don't want to miss that. All right. So we're going to do the marketing tip of the day and get Anastasia in the room. So this also gets cut out and separated on social media, also on YouTube Shorts. And you'll find all kinds of marketing tips of the day. They are tiny little snippets of things that you should be thinking about, things that will help you and make you successful and significant in all you're doing in your marketing, in your business. And so I'm super excited about today. Are you ready? Here we go. This is your marketing tip of the day. Create visibility. That's right. Don't wait. Create visibility. You're waiting for other people to call you to be on live streams. And that's a good thing, by the way. But if you're waiting for them and you're not just out there creating stuff on your own, it's going to take who knows how long, or maybe it will never happen if you don't take action and move forward. So create your own live stream. Put special blogs or newsletters. The LinkedIn newsletter that I produce every Monday is an amazing source. Go to LinkedIn and subscribe to that today. You can do all these things that will help raise credibility and your image and your visibility. Also, you can get out and you can go visit people in person. Go see them in coffee shops. Go see them at their business. Go to meetings where they hang out. Create visibility. Make sure everybody knows you're in the room. And that is how you create visibility and create a great market. And that is the marketing tip of the day. All right. So we got that done. And that is, again, will be cut out and put on other things. But creating visibility for your business is key. It really is. So let's get Anastasia in the room and let's get the party started. Here she comes. Hello. Good morning, Anastasia. How you doing?
Excellent. I love your speech about visibility. That's really why we are here, to create more visibility.
It is, for sure. Absolutely. Because, I think a lot of times people in their personal life, maybe they're not super outgoing. Maybe they are somebody who likes to kind of just hang out in the wings or fade into the background. When it comes to business, that's not a good thing. You want people to know what service or product you have, what you do. And that's how you build that know, like, and trust factor with people, right? So they really get to know you. So, well, Anastasia, do me a favor. I'm going to have you start off by letting everybody know who is Anastasia and what are you up to?
Hello everyone. I'm originally from Poland, and that's why you can hear my beautiful accent. I moved to LA, California 5 years ago from Spain when I was living and studying and got into my first narcissistic abusive relationship with a life coach who was 25 years older. So when I end up that relationship and I left, that 5 years, that's a lot of time.
That is
Mhm,
a lot of time. Yes. And, I tell you, I mean, let's go back just a little bit here. So
mhm.
you have only been in the US for a few years now, and you spent the majority of your time in Poland, you said?
Yes, that's what I primarily was living for the 19 years, and then I moved to Spain when I was studying and psychology degree, and
Uh-huh.
and got into that unhealthy relationship. So where I ended up was that when I left that relationship, I had a desire in my heart to create a documentary. Back then, I thought about a movie or film. Now it's a 15 episode called Exposé, and those pictures you can barely see are the beautiful faces of the people I interview from 6 continents. Um, and truly, why 88 people? It's just a symbol that so many of us might have a friend or daughter who might be exposed to some unhealthy emotional abuse, for example.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. Well, I want to say that you've done a lot. You're only what, 22 now? That was
I am 20. No, you have a sense of humor. I'm actually 29, but yeah.
Oh, I would never guess that. No, but it is you probably find this shocking. Actually, both of my amazing children are in their early 30s. So
Mhm.
you are not far apart from them, and which is amazing. I learned so much from, I think what I would consider the younger generation coming up, I think is growing and doing so many amazing things like you are, and taking on serious issues like you are. And I think that's so important. And I learn so much from that every day. I've learned long ago. I just turned 60 years young, and
Oh,
I
congratulations.
yes,
When?
thank
When?
you. I just a couple weeks ago, my family whisked me off to Hawaii for a short time,
It's
and I'm
awesome.
telling you, but it is. I have become wiser as I've become
Mhm.
older. I've learned to listen better, and I've learned to grow just through people like you, Anastasia, that are doing amazing things and taking on really important uh, topics of the day. So talk a little bit more about what you're doing. I talked about creating visibility. You're trying to create visibility for what you're standing for, right? Yeah. So I'll let you take it away. Go ahead.
Yes, visibility for just awareness on, what are red flags in abusive relationships and why we don't listen to our intuition. Um, and also, I created Expose movement, which is um, people like you. You just shared your story about overcoming cancer. You are a survival. That's amazing. And that's really what it is. We all have some story, which is some experience, and it's our gift. And, you can only connect the dots when you look back. Sometimes when you're going through those hard moments, you feel like this is the end. You feel like it's really emotionally taking a lot of from you. But what I really believe is that the tribe, you need to have your support. That's why I created this movement. We have a Facebook group, we have events on LinkedIn, and we keep in touch. So there's the sense of community and belonging, and also catching up, because healing is really a process. It's not that, oh, okay, I'm healed. I don't need anybody. Um, so it really is important to have safe people
No,
around you.
no, I
Mhm.
completely agree. You want to get around a community that not only is safe, but is also um, supportive, and really has a mindset of working together, right? Through the
Mhm.
processes of life. Because, like you said, I mean, it's a journey. Whatever you have, if it's an abusive relationship, if it's a disease, if it's whatever it is, a problem with your job, I don't care what you're going through. It is a process to get through that. And as you go through challenges, that's when you really grow. That's when you really change for the positive because you learn so much. And I can tell you, you can be such a blessing, Anastasia, for other people. And I know you are already, but I mean, you can be such a blessing continuing on all that you're doing because you went through those horrible things, but you are better because of what happened. I mean, what happened was not good, but you've turned it for the good. You've made something positive out of it to help other people escape the same kind of thing you were going through, right?
Yeah, that's exactly why I did it. You know, because I do believe that uh, there is never enough awareness. And the idea of bringing people from actually different continents was just to show that it's so common and that it doesn't need to be a taboo anymore. And also, that's another part of the healing. There's a point when you feel that this experience happened for you, so you can open yourself for your superpowers. That's where the grace come, I believe. And
Yeah.
that's, many of our people, I call it good, our people, many of the participants uh, who I interviewed 3 years ago, they are right now international bestseller authors.
Yeah.
Like Crystal Behan, she's an
Right.
amazing individual. She's supposed to, well, she was almost here today with us, but she had a belly ache. We send you a lot of love, Crystal. Crystal is an example of that everything is possible, just like you said at the beginning, when you take the choice of focusing on what you want.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah. And Crystal and I actually wrote a book together. We were two of the authors on Beyond Boundaries with CJ and the whole group. And so, yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I'm losing track. I've met so many amazing people that I've written books with and done things. I didn't think that I would originally write my own book, but when I did that and then met so many amazing people really trying to make a difference in the world. And over the last 10 months, wrote 4 books with them. I mean, I wrote a chapter in
uh,
each of the books, but
yes,
it
that's a
is,
lot of
yeah. And
that's
it's
a
just
lot of
yeah, I mean, it is. You're right. But it's, the thing is, though, when you do it together, it doesn't seem like such a burden because you support each other, help each other. And I think that's the same thing with all that you're doing with your podcast and with all that you have doing, raising visibility for your cause and what you're trying to get across to people. I think a lot of times people end up isolating themselves and try to hide away because they're ashamed or there's problems coming out of what they went through. And I think you're a good example to show that no, I'm not going to be ashamed because we all have problems. I'm going to push forward and I'm going to help others that are going through the same kind of thing. And I just think that's amazing.
mm, let me bring you a story. I was back in 2018. I got into some argument with the person I was with. Um, and there was this kind of, control that I could only talk when he allowed me. He was from different continent. He was from Africa. So, and I've never been in a relationship. Like I was saving myself to, to marry and then have a beautiful relationship. So I was very like raised under shelter a little bit. So there was something trigger him, and he started to, become emotional, and I just remember him um, coming really close to me, right, and like pushing me, and I remember flying in the air and just falling on the cold floor and not being able to breathe. Like actually felt like something in my chest was like something happened, and I remember looking at his eyes and kind of asking for help, and there was this, what I will never forget, this kind of darkness and this kind of, I would say, pleasure looking at my suffering. And I never told this to anyone, all this is just a little part of what was going on in 2018 in my life, which for me was normal. Until I never shared that, until I went through my own healing, and then I witnessed other people sharing their story, and I saw they weren't judged. But before that, my mom had no idea what was going on in that relationship. She had some intuition, but I just couldn't name it, basically, because I didn't know that it was basically grooming. So that person, before they became physical and abusive toward me, they treat me really good. So that's a mechanism which you can Google online as well about grooming. So why I'm saying this is because you said, like, now you are sharing your story, and it's like against all that shame. I just wanted to give you a little bit of me a few years ago, where I was really terrified, and I thought, I didn't know how lost I was even. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of amazing people who I was blessed to meet and help me in my healing. And that's why I'm able to be here today with you.
Right. And you are blessed. I can tell already because, I can tell that the right people have come around you. You moved in the right direction. What you were going through gives you credibility with the other people that are in similar situations. That is where it's so powerful. Really your worst challenge and your worst nightmare can turn into your strongest superpower in helping people.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be speaking here in New York in a couple of months at a Perspectives on Cancer conference. And speaking to people that had cancer, I'm very relatable, right? Because I went through that whole process. In fact, cancer is really a lifelong journey because I have a lot of other health issues that came out of that, and they do too. And so it's very relatable what I'm going through and what they're doing. And I can be encouraging because I just look at life in a positive way, and I can be encouraging to them and show them in the midst of all those challenges, just like in the midst of abuse and the situations you're talking about, people can push their way and go through that and get out of that situation, just like you did. You inspire hope. Another thing, I dealt with two parents who are both have gone to heaven at this point, but the senior care industry, I'm very relatable to the senior care industry because I have been involved in it. I have had two parents that have gone through it. So those kind of things, just like what you're talking about, it makes you relatable to people. So what was the first time as you came out of this that you thought, I can really make a difference, when you turn that corner? Do you remember that moment?
There were so many moments like that because it happened in layers, actually.
Right. Okay.
It even recently, I was for a year gone. I was just editing those 15 episodes. When you look at my social media last year, there is nothing going on. I had last year almost my premiere happened, but then there was a big big surprise, and my material got kind of destroyed. I had to remake it again by myself, and I had to question it. Do I still want to do it? I spent those 3 years. It seems like I hired just the wrong person, basically, to be honest. And then I had to take the responsibility, and because I had 88 people who are waiting for this documentary somewhere to be released. So there were many moments when I had that thought that I can actually use this, like, for turn it 360 degree around, if that answers the question of.
Yeah, no, it does. I mean, you're right. Life is a journey. You go through different layers of transition as you're going along, right? As you're going from one stage to the next. So Well, listen, here's what I would like. We need to wrap the show up for today, but if you can give everybody your golden nugget, you've had so many amazing points today. Give them your golden nugget, something you really want everybody to remember about all that you're doing and about our conversation today, and then tell everybody how they get in touch with you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, and thank you to Crystal Beha who connected us as well. My message for today is that your story is your gift, and by sharing your story, you are opening yourself for the superpowers you have, and that your darkness, that's something you get to celebrate all of it, and that by celebrating that, you are breaking intergenerational traumas, releasing those stories, and so your kids and their kids don't have to do that. So you are on the right track, and the timing is perfect.
That's awesome. So awesome. Now we've had your LinkedIn clicking along the bottom. What's the other ways people get in touch with you?
Yes, so exposenetwork.com, exposenetwork.com is my website with all the information. And then we are looking for 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and that's Exposé Media Video Productions. I can put the link because everybody will forget.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be so great. If you put that in the comments, that would be so great. So, all right. Well, listen, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bless
and
you
thank you for
being
being such a power speaker and advocating for people who are struggling with cancer. One of my best friends is going through it now, and I really had no idea how we all need it. So thank you for your work. And
thank you. Thank you. This platform is amazing. And that's what I love about talking about connection and community building. It goes far beyond just a business. It goes to organizations and causes and people doing amazing things. It doesn't matter what you call it, but marketing is something we all have to do to really get that visibility out there and get our message out there, get our story out there. And you've done such an amazing job of that today. And I appreciate you so much, Anastasia. So listen, I'm going to say goodbye. Hang tight for just a second in the green room as I wrap things up. And we'll chat in just a minute, but thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. I hope it helps the message.
It was wonderful. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that was so great. Listen, everybody, you have got to get in touch with Anastasia because she is doing things that really you should be doing somewhere in your life. You should be advocating for a cause or a purpose in your life, helping others, even if it's just through your business, even if it's on a small level. We all are leaders and influencers to someone out there. You may think you're not really leading and influencing people, but you are. There's someone in your family, your friends, in your church, in your organization, at your business, who knows, that you are making a positive impact on. So today, I just want to encourage you to get out there and do that. And I just want to thank you all for being here. This again is Marketing with Russ, aka #Russ Selfie, every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for your viewing and listening pleasure. After we get done here, this stays on all the platforms, which is LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube for infinity and beyond. That's right. Forever. It's there forever. So you go back and watch it. But it's so much better if you just subscribe to our YouTube page, because then it's all just in one place. You don't have to search for it. So much easier. Go to marketingwithruss.live. Please subscribe today. Appreciate you doing that. Don't forget, there's still time, even if you're watching on replay, to share this, to tag your friends. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a great day, everybody. And until we see you Monday, have a blessed rest of your week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.